Hi, hello. It's Kelly BL Chef. Welcome to the channel. We do a lot of BL here, GL here, sometimes some music. And I'm joined by Yoshi and Amanda. Oh, I didn't put our names up. I'm sorry, guys. Style. Names. There it is. Okay. And today we are on episode 2 of Be My Favorite. Yep, I had to remember what we were watching. Yes. You talked about, you were like, how do you remember? And I'm like, how do I remember? No, but last week we met our protagonist. We got the setup of the story. We know that he has this apparatus that'll allow him to go back in time. And we know that oh God, I've forgotten their names. Holy crap. The leads' names. Oh. I'm so bad at this. I always want to call.
I'm not going to remember character names until like
Yoshi's Goldfish for
like I don't remember character names. I literally was watching a dog in a plane. Kawi, yes.
Yeah, it's Kawi and oh God, Pisang.
Okay.
I looked first on it. I just forgot. Okay, yeah.
We know that Pisang stepped in as the secret, not Santa, but secret person for and Kawi is upset about it, but he's also found out that Pisang is his secret person. So, because Pisang just walked up and told him, which I still find hilarious. He's like, why waste time? Yeah. I'm your person. Just tell me what you want.
The entire time and then still asked him is very interesting. That's a choice.
It's also, I feel like a perfect microcosm of how their relationship develops.
Yeah, she's like, don't tell me. They are. Okay, all right. We are going to press play. Oh, no, we're not. We're not here. Hello. Okay, now we're going to press play.
ตัวละครพฤติกรรมสถานที่หน่วยงานวิชาชีพและเหตุการณ์ต่างๆในซีรีส์เรื่อง
I haven't been on YouTube in a minute either. Everything's on the other stuff now.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it when I was involved in 1D, so.
Me too. I like 1D.
I do.
I think the quality is better there. And the translations are way better there.
Oh my God, when it's an actual translator.
So I'm like for it, man. Put more shows there. I'm fine. Once I figured it out, I'm good to go.
Also, it's very cheap.
It is.
But
there was a lot of drama around that.
There always will be.
Someone was asking me, some of the stuff I don't have all the memory on, but there was an interview or something where they said that Chris and Mike, because it was really Kristen Cinto, and then they put Mike in place. And it's hard. It was a long time ago, but I remember an interview where they said there was chemistry issues. They did some screen tests. They tried it. It just wasn't working. And so then that's when they started searching again and found Callan. But like, that's normal, guys. That stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not like anything against Mike.
I realized he was with Goji like this one. By a side note.
They're so cute. They're so cute. They both look so happy. And I'm like glad they can like
สู้ไม่ได้มันจะไปหาเรื่องใครมันจะไปอยากหาเรื่องวะมึงก็เห็นว่าแม่งตบผู้หญิงอ่ะถ้ามึงไม่เข้าไปช่วยนะมึงจะต้องรู้สึกผิดไปตลอดที่ไม่ยอมทำสิ่งที่ถูกต้องอ่ะ
Oh, he still thinks he's in a dream, right?
นี่ขนาดในฝันทำไมกูยังง่วงอีกวะ
Yeah.
เฮ้ยเชี่ยมึงจะนอนตรงนี้ไม่ได้ทำไมกูจะนอนไม่ได้เรากูบอกว่านี่มันฝันกูไงมึงไม่ได้ฝัน
He's like, this man is crazy. What have I gotten myself into?
That's an awkward choice to put your head, dude.
Right?
A little bit higher.
Interesting choice.
literally zero heterosexual explanation for that
ทำ
choice.
ไมตอนมึงอยู่มหาลัยมึงไม่เผยด้านนี้ออกมาบ้างวะคนเขาจะได้กล้าเข้าหามึง
ใครมันจะอยากเข้าหากูวะกูไม่ใช่คนอย่างมึงซะหน่อย
ทำไมคนอย่างกูทำไม
ก็มึงเป็นคนหล่อไงไม่เหมือนกู คนจะสนใจก็แค่เฉพาะตอนกูทำผิดเท่านั้นแหละ
มึงพูดถูกอยู่เรื่องหนึ่งนะเรื่องที่ว่ากูหล่อ
Okay.
แต่นอก
We
นั้น
love a
น่ะ
man with confidence.
มึงคิดไปเอง เพื่อนไม่สนใจมึง หรือมึงต่างหากที่ไม่สนใจเพื่อนไม่ใช่มึงอ่ะที่เลิกเรียนแล้วก็หายหัวไม่ยอมมาทำกิจกรรมอะไรเลย
ถ้าชีวิตกูมันง่ายเหมือนพวกมึงก็ดีดิ คนเรามี24ชั่วโมงเท่ากันแต่ต้นทุนชีวิตมันไม่เท่ากันเว้ย พูดไปคนอย่างมึงก็ไม่เข้าใจหรอก กูถึงได้โดดเดี่ยวอยู่อย่างนี้ไง
กูรู้ว่ามึงคงมีปัญหาอะไรที่กูไม่เข้าใจ แต่ถ้ามึงรู้สึกโดดเดี่ยว กูบอกเลยนะว่าโลกเนี้ยไม่ได้มีแค่มึงคนเดียวหรอกนะที่รู้สึกแบบนั้นนะ
มึงเคยโดดเดี่ยวด้วยเหรอ
ก็กูเพิ่งพูดอยู่
ไม่มีทางอ่ะ ไม่ใช่มึงแน่ๆแล้วคน
Why is it
มีแต่
impossible?
คนล้อมหน้าล้อมหลัง จะไปโดดเดี่ยวอะไรวะ
ถ้ามึงจะเป็นคนตัดสินคนง่ายๆผิวเผินแบบเนี้ยกูจะไม่คุยกับมึงละ
It's actually surprisingly easy to be surrounded by people and
Yes.
wildly lovely.
Yeah.
Pretty common thing. It's a pretty common thing.
ไม่เคยไปทำ
Especially
ควา
if
มรู้
you're
จักใคร
hiding a very large part of yourself.
กูก็ตัดสินคนไปตามความคิดกูนั่นแหละ
He's very honest with himself, though. He understands what his faults are.
What a deep talk in the
สรุปจะเอาเรื่อง
grass.
แพรวะเสือกเมาซะขนาดเนี้ยถ้าจะไปหาแพรนะ กูว่าเรา
That's a tiny snore. With them.
He's adorable in this, which I think is also interesting because he played like a lot of toxic characters.
Yeah.
มอง
I think this really leveled him for what the X Morning was
มองมึงไง
with like that
Mhm.
character. Very cutesy.
And I'm curious if this was his role when Cinco was cast.
เปิดกระโปรงหลังนะครับพี่
That's what I'm wondering too. I looked it up last week.
Yeah.
I really think it was flipped. I really do.
Yeah, that would not surprise me.
อยากนอนไม่ใช่เหรอ เปิดให้มึงนอนเนี่ยไอ้สัตว์กูเป็นคนแล้ว
They're so funny and cute.
I feel like Alvin could have chemistry with a literal snail. Like, just like,
โอ้ยชาตินี้กูจะได้เข้าห้องไหมเนี่ยมึงเร็วๆดิ
ส่งกูแค่หน้าหอก็พอแล้วปะวะต้องมาส่งบนห้องทำไมมึงคิดอะไรกับกูปะเนี่ย
Yes, maybe. Did he say yes?
yeah, he did.
มึง
Okay.
น่ารักดิกูชอบมึง
Oh,
นี่มึงพูดจริงเหรอ
on episode 2.
Remember the thing I said about the microcosm of their relationship?
Yeah.
จริง
Yeah.
ปวดฉี่ห้องน้ำมึงเนี่ยเร็วๆดิฉี่ห้องนะ
โอเค
They're so cute.
เร็ว
ไม่ได้แล้ว
Okay, you don't need to come in on him, dude. I promise it'll be okay.
ห้องน้ำไปโน่นน่ะ
Hats off to their staging team, though. Feels very realistic.
Life of
มึง
Pi.
งั้นเดี๋ยวกู
Saw Life of Pi in the bookcase.
Oh, that shouldn't be there.
it always struck me how he took like immediately was so caring and careful. To me, it like sets up for who his character is. He's like, let me take your bag, I'll put stuff away.
I think he's definitely very visible in the way that I think we kind of need that though. If you're gonna have a character who's such an unreliable narrator in the way that he interacts with the world, you need someone else to be very like to the point, so you can see kind of through it.
His little socks off, his little shoes off, to cover them up. Not everybody's gonna do all that. Wait, have you seen Forever You Part 2? Daltok was like, you can just lay on that floor.
Yep. He's like, you're good.
He was like,
and honestly, as you should, King.
He's like, Jesus Christ, I don't even want him in my room. You smell like alcohol, stay on the floor.
I'm already roommating with like 7 ghosts. I don't need your big ass in here too.
And they come and talk to me because they can't talk to your ass. Like, come on.
Yes. Still there, sweetie. Your dream's not dreaming right.
This would be my worst nightmare though. Oh my god.
นี่ขนาดเราหลับไปแล้วทำไมยังฝันอยู่อีกวะหรือว่ามันไม่ใช่ความฝัน
It's not, sweetie.
นี่เราย้อนเวลามาเหรอวะ
You did.
I like the idea that he can go back.
That is actually very unusual, so I kind of do like that.
I typically don't like time travel because there's always something off and always something wrong. Like it frustrates me. This is done very well. Like the rules are laid out and everything makes sense.
I think the only one that I would give really hard is Love Begins in the World of If. I can give that one a good pass, but that's
I love that show. I don't know, like that's not really time though. That's more like dimension.
That's more like dimension, but I would put it in the same category because I don't think there's another one to really give it. If he's going back through the same day in the different universe, but it's more Groundhog Day than anything else. So I guess that's happening soon. The Joss Conlon one.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm very curious about that one.
I'm Markham. Anyways. Okay. Does it intrinsically affect the future if he goes back to the future, like what he's done?
We'll see.
No. Okay.
So he can go back. I don't think we've seen a lot of time travel where they can control it like this, which to me fixes a lot of the holes that I usually find in time travel.
I mean,
ถ้ามึงไม่เปิดกูจะพังเข้าไปจริงๆนะ
I forgot. I don't think I have auto on.
Do ซีรีส์เอาขนมอะไรไหม
When I do shows on YouTube that I'm watching through YouTube, I usually make like a tiny playlist so that it just auto plays them.
It is in the GMM playlist. I just don't think I have auto on.
เขาว่ากันว่าในความฝันถ้าเราตกจากที่สูง
You're not dreaming, sweetie. You're just gonna fall and smack your head.
all the ways to test this out. Like,
Yeah, this is the worst one. It's gonna hurt. Oh, but The way he fell is funny to me.
Oh my god.
ไม่ใช่ความฝันนี่หว่า
He sang.
Sang.
ไปมีเบอร์มันตอนไหนวะ
I was not saying that too.
ฮัลโหลมึงอยู่ไหนเนี่ย
Hello.
มันยังไม่โผล่มาอีกวะพิธีเช้าจะเริ่มแล้วเนี่ย
Oh, right. He's in the future. I forgot. I thought he was in the past.
วันนี้งานแต่งแพรนี่หว่า
Oh, okay.
เดี๋ยวกูไปงานเย็นทีเดียวเลยอ่ะ
เชี่ยกุย
I really haven't watched this since it
มึง
premiered.
ไม่สำคัญขนาดนั้น
Yeah,
หรอก
me
มั้ง
neither.
มึงเพื่อนเจ้าบ่าว
Oh!
Yes. So your question's been answered. I knew it was going to get answered quickly.
คือเป็นกูได้ไงวะ ไอ้สัตว์มึงรีบมาเดี๋ยวนี้เลยนะ
He can have a massive effect. And that was
So
just
this is
one
going to have
day.
such a tonal shift.
That was just one day.
Yeah, that was one day in the past. Suddenly he is that man's best man.
Look at him dancing and partying now.
ที่เราเปลี่ยนไปข
Look
นา
at
ด
his
นี้
cute
เลย
little bow tie.
He looks adorable.
Wild to me that he's like, you're so handsome and I'm me. Like, girl, you are not a fish. Look at yourself.
There's a term in Thailand now. I think it's little tiger. That's like you look very attractive, but you're always bark, not bite kind of thing. So when you meet him, they're less attractive in personality. I feel like that is where he would play.
I feel like I enjoy him more now in his older age because he's stopped trying to be other stuff. He has leaned into the I'm just a little guy. He would say Yoshi.
A little guy.
I have to be so real though, comparing this to when he is with Sicko, it's hard. It's hard not to say that I see where his chemistry changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. You know what I mean?
ให้ผมได้เปลี่ยนแปลงทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างให้ดีขึ้น
Wait, I always would miss everything on that letter.
แต่ผมจะถือว่ามันเป็นโอกาส
List.
ให้ผมได้เปลี่ยนแปลงทุกสิ่งทุกอย่างให้ดีขึ้น
Tell Permai about the secret buddy, make friends with and impress her. There's a chance, make a love confession. That's a pretty big list, bud.
A big list.
Yeah. You're remembering he took care of you.
Oh, that makes it so much more heart-wrenching. Actually, so is it right to assume that Pisang does genuinely have emotions for him in that current timeline, which means that he would have like settled or
You'll find out.
That's all.
These are great questions.
I'm sure that would have been like but no, it's
บอกความจริงกับแพรใหม่เรื่องบัดดี้
That would be telling.
ตีสนิท
Oh, they retold the list. Well, fine.
ก็บอกรักซะเลย
Overachiever. I really like the women in this as well. That they get full characters in this, and they're not just tools to get the guys together.
Nobody's cartoonishly evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which tends to be the role of most women in BL.
Yeah.
Is to be cartoonishly evil.
Yep.
One of my favorites of all time is still I Told Sensei About You. She was a wonderful, wonderful female.
I think you can be both a good character and a good foil, and I think that is done so well.
Yes.
That's something about you.
แพ้
Bling bling.
ตรงนี้มีคนนั่งปะ
She said, I don't know. Don't look at me.
ตุยนั่งดิ
I wonder if she's gonna come back and do. She just got married. I wonder if she's a very good actress. I'm curious. I know her husband's Richie Rich though. He's like adorable.
So maybe not.
Adorable.
ถ้าไม่อร่อยเดี๋ยวฉันไม่เอาแต่อันนี้ไม่อร่อยจริงคนไหนอะแก
Oh, little buddy.
You got it, little buddy.
Susu.
The hands. Oh, the hands.
He hit her with the jazz hand.
That gets me every time.
He gave her the old razzle dazzle.
เกือบมาไม่ทันแล้วนะเนี่ยทำไมมาช้าจังอ่ะไม่กะจะโดดใช่ปะ
แพรไม่บอกเรา
Don't get jealous.
ตอนนี้กินอะไรมาอย่างเนี้ย
เรียบร้อยละ
เราจะทำอะไรมา
Very older Thai BL style of showing your emotion in the like,
เพื่อนใครยังไม่มา
which I love.
Mhm.
Love it, so
โอเค
cute.
วันนี้เราจะมาต่อกันเรื่องของวิลเลียมเชกสเปียร์นะคะ
Oh, like talking about Shakespeare is a great thing in these BLs. Sure. Okay.
บอกความจริงกับแพรไปยัง อย่าเสือก
มึงอย่าเสือก
ที่ที่มึงนั่งอยู่เนี่ยแพรเขาจองให้กู มึงอะแย่งทำไม
แล้วไงวะ บ้านมันเป็นเจ้าของมหาลัยไง
ถ้าจะเอาอ่ะ บ้านกูคงซื้อได้
Well,
แต่
they
พอดีไม่ค่อยสนใจธุรกิจด้านนี้
Okay.
lean into that. Jesus Christ.
มึงรีบบอกเลยแล้ว แพรเขามาเล่นกูแล้วเนี่ยจะให้เลี้ยงข้าวบันดี้วันไหน
มึงอย่าบอกตรงกับเขาไปแล้วอะ
นี่พวกเธอ ไปปรึกษากันข้างนอกให้จบก่อนไหม ลักษณะการประพันธ์บทละครยุคแรกๆของเชคสเปียร์
จบคาบนี้
สมัยนิยมในยุ
กูจะบอกความจริงกับแพร
โดยใช้ถ้อยคำภาษาที่ไม่ได้ส่งออกมาจากภาวะในใจของตัวละคร หรือตามบทบาทอันแท้จริงคำพรรณนาในบทกวีเนี่ยก็เต็มไปด้วยอุปมา
So what shenanigans is he going to do to make sure that he
Mhm.
get the class?
ของสุนทรพจน์อันไพเราะมากเสียกว่าจะเป็นบทจำ
What? Where are you going?
Nothing. Nothing. He needs to do nothing. Okay, go.
This is not clever. He just ran away.
แพ้คือเรามีความจริงจะบอกอะแพ้คือเรามีความจริง แพ้คือเรามีความจริงอยากจะบอก
Jazz hands.
You love a good jazz hand.
He really doesn't show too.
Should have been an early indicator, but
แพ้
They were signed.
ไม่ใช่บัดดี้ของแพ้หรอกมันคือเราเองแหละเพราะฉะนั้นเรื่องที่แพ้ชอบปีแสงอะแพ้เปลี่ยนมันไปชอบเราดีกว่าไม่ได้ป่าววะ
I mean, you could. It's better than nothing.
I forgot. Oh my god, I love him in this role. Ooh.
Is it? Ooh.
It's ooh.
Oh.
This is
I
the
love
set we
seeing
became
him.
besties on.
I forgot who was in this.
So
I
he's just like the
love-
permanent character of. Okay. Yeah. Is that pink highlights?
It's pink eye. Ooh
Look at
is
his country
everything
little
you
pink
want.
hair.
When I say this is the queerest BL,
And of course,
Him
it's
has ever
really gonna
done.
be, yeah.
มึงจะเรียกกูทำไม มึงจะไปเรียนต่อต่างประเทศอ่ะ ไม่คิดจะบอกกูสักคำเลยเหรอวะ แล้วมึงจะมาสนใจกูทำไมวะ กูไม่ใช่เพื่อนมึงแล้วนี่ มึงไม่อยากคุยกับกูก็ไม่เป็นไรเว้ย แต่กูว่าไอ้เรื่องการลาออกเนี่ยมึงหยุด กูตัดสินใจละ
I feel like we just walked into a conversation. Okay.
มึงเชื่อกูนะ มึงตัดสินใจแบบเนี้ยต่อไปมึงไม่มีความสุขหรอก
มึงพูดเหมือนตอนนี้กูมีมากอะ
Woof.
I swear he's one of the best actors at GMM. He did.
Oh, he is. Oh.
I hate the whole they deserve this, they deserve that. It's not a deserve sort of thing. It's just recognize he is one because he can step into any role.
ไม่ไปละเสียเวลาเดินทางเปลืองเงินเหนื่อยหายากินเองนี่แหละ
ไม่ได้ถ้าเป็นอะไรขึ้นมาจะทำไง
There's so many relatable things in this
คน
too.
เราบทมันจะตายก็ตายทำอะไรไม่ได้หรอก
Hearing
Let
that
me
from
tell
your
you.
dead dad is crazy work.
Yeah, it's wild.
Especially
But
because
having-
he knows the timeline, so he's like,
Yes,
hey.
he does. It's short.
ถึงย้อนเวลา
It's not-
กลับมาได้ ก็ไม่ได้หมายความว่าเราจะแก้ไขได้ทุกเรื่องสินะ
Ooh, good messaging. Okay.
What you doing, bud?
เอาเถอะแก้เรื่องไหนได้ก็เอาเรื่องนั้นก่อนแล้วกัน อย่างน้อยเราก็ยังแก้เรื่องแพรได้
แต่เดี๋ยวนะ ถ้าลูกแก้วนี้พาเราเดินทางข้ามเวลาได้ แล้วเราเอาลูกแก้วไปให้แพรเฮ้ย แบบนี้เราก็จะย้อนเวลากลับไปอนาคตไม่ได้
Oh
แล้ว
right, I forgot that.
I was thinking that in the back of my head, but I was like, maybe he's just gonna like ask. I don't know.
I forgot that the gift that was why he bought it in the first place. He really didn't come back. Oh boy.
สรุปเธอเลือกร้านข้าวได้ยังอะว่าจะไปกินร้านไหน
เราว่าเรื่องร้านอะ
อ้าว เด็กกันแล้วเหรอวะคู่เนี้ยไปเด็กไหนกันน่ะ
Her whole body recoiled.
คนหนึ่งเขาจะทำอะไรกันเนี่ย มันเกี่ยวอะไรกับมึงไอ้น็อต
คืออะไรวะ
Oh, I love
เพื่อน
this
อะไรนั้น
one.
ปะ
Is that Leo?
ไม่อะ
No.
Okay.
สรุปไปเด็กไหนกันเนี่ย
What's his name? He's in everything.
Yeah.
I forgot his
ต้องไปประ
name.
ชุมชมรมเชียร์เรื่องคัดเลือก
It starts with a T, right?
Title?
That's
Yeah, it's title.
Title. Yes.
He's in everything, and they almost exclusively make him play an
กินร้านไหน
asshole.
ก็ไลน์มาแล้ว
Yeah.
That's why on the rare occasion that he gets to play a nice person, I'm like, yay, because I like him a lot. He's really cute, but he always plays an asshole.
He got to be a boyfriend in Wandy Good Day, but then
Yeah.
มาได้ปะ
it didn't
Got-
last.
อะไรอะ
He got like 45 seconds of screen time. Also,
But he was nice. Oh, so you I forgot that is his mode of just running and hiding.
Hermit. Yep. Okay.
Avoidance.
ฮัลโหลพี่แสนนี่มึงได้เบอร์กูมาจากไหนเนี่ย
กูขุดมาได้แล้วกัน สรุปมึงอยู่ไหน
กูอยู่ห้อง
กลับไปตอนไหนวะ สรุปมึงจะเอาไงไหนบอกจะบอกความจริงกับแพรใหม่หลังจบคลาสไม่ใช่เหรอ
กูไม่รู้เว้ย
Oh, sweetie.
Oh no.
I can't do that. I do it to a point and then I get anxiety and I have to deal with the thing. Not dealing with it. Then
Oh,
I
I'm the
think
exact opposite. I just have to get
กูจะ
through
พา
it.
เข้าไปจริงๆนะ
I'll cringe after.
I procrastinate. I don't avoid.
นี่มึงดูซีรีส์มากไปปะเนี่ยมึงคิดว่ามึงถีบประตูแล้วประตูจะเปิดให้มึงไง
เมื่อวานมึงยังโวยวายให้กูไปหาแพรอยู่เลย แล้ววันนี้มึงเป็นเหี้ยอะไรของมึงเนี่ย มันไม่คุยกับแพรรู้เรื่องวะ
กูเปลี่ยนใจแล้ว มึงเป็นบัดดี้แพรไปเลย
He doesn't want to be, I don't
มึงเป็น
think.
อะไรของมึงเนี่ย
he wants to be your secret buddy.
อย่ายุ่ง
He's like, come the fuck out of here.
มึงมีอะไรมึงก็พูดดิวะ
Yeah.
He is the exact opposite. Head on.
ถ้ามึงไม่พูด กูจะยืนรอมึงอยู่ตรงนี้แหละ จะวัดความอดทนกับกูก็ได้นะ
So his energy's so different in this than it is with Bob.
มึงจะเอาไงกับกูวะ
กูตังค์หมดแล้วอ่ะกูไม่มีตังค์ไปซื้อของขวัญดีๆให้กับเขาอ่ะ กูจะมีหน้าที่ไหนไปเฉลยบัดดี้เขาเล่า
ก็นี่ไงของขวัญมึงกูเห็นมึงถือตั้งแต่เมื่อคืนแล้ว
กูให้ของชิ้นนั้นกับแพรไม่ได้อ่ะคือมันกระจอกไปอ่ะ
Such a little
กู
kid.
ถามมึงจริงๆนะ ในหัวมึงเนี่ย มีความคิดดีๆมั้งปะวะ เพื่อนเขาไม่สนใจราคาหรอก
มึงก็พูด
It's
ได้
interesting to see him play such a direct character though.
Yeah.
มึงเอาขี้ดินมาใส่เป็นของขวัญให้เขานะ เขาก็บอกว่ามึงตลก
The way he holds his shoulders is like
Everything. Yeah, he's so
เส
assertive.
น่ห์ไม่พอ ถ้ากูทำอะไรไม่ดีนะ กูก็เป็นได้แค่ตัวตลกในสายตาคนอื่นน่ะ คนเราแม่งก็ตัดสินแค่ข้างนอกเท่านั้นแหละ
กูไม่แปลกใจละทำไมมึงไม่มีเพื่อนคบ
Oh, that's not nice.
Mm-mm.
นี่มึงหาเรื่องกูเหรอ
A little bit, I think he is.
กูยังไม่เห็นใครมาตัดสินมึงเลย มีแต่มึงอะตัดสินคนทั้งโลกไปหมดแล้ว
Oh, wow. Which, yes, he does get ahead of it.
เอาจริงกูดีใจนะ ที่เมื่อวานมาคุยกับกูอะอย่างน้อยกูจะได้มีโอกาสทำความรู้จักกับมึง แล้ววันเนี้ยกูเห็นมึงมีปัญหา กูเลยอยากจะช่วย
Aw.
เพราะกูคิดว่ามึงน่าจะนับกูเป็นเพื่อนไปแล้ว
มึงรู้จักแค่คืน
Wait,
เดียว
he's
เองอ่ะ
swinging his finger. So little
เราจะ
things.
เป็นเพื่อนกันก็ได้เลยเหรอวะ
แล้วมันจะต้องใช้เวลาเท่าไหร่วะ
ไม่รู้
That's when I would be pulling off the goddamn covers. That would be over.
Yeah.
มึงจะเอาเรื่องของมึงแล้วกัน
I thought he was about
แพร
to.
วันเย็นเนี้ยถ้ามึงบอกว่ามึงไม่อยากเป็นบัดดี้แพรก็ได้ เดี๋ยวกูไปเอง
It's like, if you won't do it, I'm gonna do it. You're literally hiding. Come on, bud.
อุตส่าห์ย้อนเวลากลับไปแก้ไขอดีตได้ทั้งที กูกลับไปแก้กูจะเป็นเจ้าบ่าวมึงไงนะ
Yeah, maybe you're pushing him right into her
พี่แสง
arms.
เดี๋ยว พี่แสงเดี๋ยว
ไป
โอเค กูจะบอกความจริงกับมึง
Pocket.
กูชอบแพร
Oh, I didn't realize he didn't know that part.
อย่าแยกตัวออกมามึงต้องคุยกัน2 ต่อ 2
เสิร์ฟความอร่อยพร้อมสารอาหารครบถ้วนสมดุลให้เหนียวเพอร์เพราะฟินเวอร์กับวิสกัสเทสตี้มิกซ์
ไหน
Oh, I really like the blocking of
ติ
the
ดกัน
show.
แล้วอ่ะ
เดี๋ยวเพื่อนสนิท
ใช่ดิ ก็มึงเป็นคนบอกเองอ่ะ ว่าการที่เราจะเป็นเพื่อนกันได้ ไม่เกี่ยวกับเวลา เพราะฉะนั้น กูยกให้มึงเป็นเพื่อนสนิทกูเลย
กูว่ามึง
Okay.
มันหน้ากว่ากูอีกนะ
มึงต้องหลีกทางให้กูจีบแพร ถ้าเป็นเพื่อนกันจริงอ่ะทำให้กันได้ปะ
There's an angle.
กูจะหลีกทางให้มึงทำไม กูไม่ได้คิดอะไรกับแพร
ฮะ บ้า
He doesn't
Jing à?
like it.
มึงนี่นะ มึงยังคิดเหมือนคนอื่นอีกเหรอ คือกูอะไม่ได้ชอบแพร
เฮ้ย แต่วันหนึ่งมึงจะ
จะอะไร
You're gonna marry her.
อ๋อ กูก็ว่าที่มึงจุกจิกจู้จี้กับไอ้เกมบัดดี้งี่เง่านี่ใช่ไหมเหตุผล
ก็ใช่อะดิ กูอยากทำให้แพรประทับใจในตัวกูอะแต่ของขวัญกูมันชิ้นแค่ไม่กี่ร้อยเองอะ
มึงอย่าเพิ่งเครียด ในฐานะที่กูรู้จักกับแพรตั้งแต่เด็ก ถ้ามึงจะจีบแพรให้ติดเนี่ย สิ่งที่มึงต้องทำ
Oh, they're childhood friends.
กล้าเข้าไปคุยกับแพร
Yeah.
อย่างนี้มึงกำลังจะบอกกูว่า กูมีโอกาสจะได้เป็นแฟนแพรวะ
แหมมึงก็คนเหมือนกันปะ
I love how he just refuses to let him talk poorly about himself.
กูจะบอกความจริงกับแพรเรื่องบัดดี้
He's a very pure character.
งั้นกู
Although a little
หมด
bit
เวลาแล้วนะ
expected, but
เอ้ย เดี๋ยวดิใจเย็นดิ โอ้
อะไรอ่ะ
ไหน เราก็เป็นเพื่อนสนิทกันแล้วว่า เพื่อนกัน มันก็ต้องช่วยเหลือกันได้ใช่ไหม
อะไร
That's some boldness
Give
right
them
there. I would never. I could
I
never.
would never.
I think part of it is because he's like, none of this actually matters because I'm going
Because it's
back in
not really
time.
real.
It's like not real in his head, but still, no.
Girl.
ตังค์
Money is crazy. Just money.
That's the thing. I feel like he does have this kind of disdain for people with money, so he's like, you got
Whatever.
it.
เฮ้ย
Yeah.
อะไรวะ แค่นี้ขนตะแข้งไม่ร่วง
Yep.
นะ
Yeah.
รวยก็ไม่ได้แปลว่าต้องโดนเหมือนปนปะ
โห เดี๋ยวกูคืน เดี๋ยวกูก็ถูกหวยอะนะแต่เดี๋ยวเอาเงินมาคืนอู้ซีเรียสไปได้
มึงรู้ป่ะครั้งล่าสุดที่กูเปย์ใครขนาดเนี้ย กูได้อะไรมาจากเขาเยอะเลยนะ
Oh, hey, yo.
แล้วมึงอยากได้อะไรจากกูอ่ะ
That's an eyebrow raise.
พี่ครับไม่เอาแล้วครับ
เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวกูไม่ได้พูดเลยกูจะเอาอะไร
I mean, I feel like if he would have said, he would have taken it.
เอาเงินมาคืนกูแล้วกันนะ
เฮ้ยรู้น่ะ
กูจองร้านไว้5 โมงนะ
ฮะ จองร้านเลยเหรอ
ดิ แล้วพอมึงบอกความจริงกับแพรใหม่เสร็จอะกูจะแยกตัวออกมา แล้วมึงก็นั่งคุยกัน2 ต่อ 2ใช่ปะ
เฮ้ยใช่ได้ว่ะ
Being a great wingman.
เป็นไงสุดยอดเพื่อนเลยดิกูอะ
Terrible friend to pair, but a great
แต่นี่
wingman.
ยังไม่บ่าย 3เลยว่ะ นอนกับเวลามึงอะ
ทำอะไรดีวะ
I was like, what does he do?
มา รอบเนี้ยแหละกูได้ชัวร์
เหรียญแม่งมีอยู่ด้านเดียว
Really, the claw machine is in so many BLs, regardless of the country.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's one of the largest. It's one of the largest technical industries of Japan. So I think that makes sense more so like TBL, but TBL I don't know enough on it.
เกือบได้แล้วว่ะ
They're always in a claw machine. But you know what? I see a lot of Thai actors at claw machines,
ถู
so
กนะ อีกนิดเดียวใกล้ได้แล้วว่ะ
Many a gay lover was born and died at the claw machine.
นะอีกนิดเดียวเองเราเกือบได้แล้วเมื่อกี้มันลอยขึ้นมาแล้วนะตัวเนี้ยอย่างโง่ได้ป่ะ
I often knew we went to
อยาก
hang
ได้ไม่
out,
ซื้อดิ
and they were at some thingy, and they were just playing the claw machine for so long.
I'm unwell with them. I gotta ignore it.
I'm terrible
Oh,
at
and
them.
Gemini got fourth. No,
เนี่ย
yeah, Gemini got
เขายั
fourth.
ง
A
ได้
bunch
เล
of
ยอ่ะ
stuff. Who was it? Fourth got
เดี๋ยวเราก็
Gemini.
ได้นะอีกนิดเดียวเองมึงดู
I think
มึงดูหน้า
Gemini
มัน
got
ดิ
fourth. A bunch of stuff.
มันเรียกเราอยู่นะเว้ย
That is cute. I wanted that so badly.
Did they sell that?
Yes, they did.
เฮ้ยอย่าเพิ่งดิเฮ้ยอีกนิดเดี
The
ยว
way
เอง
that we all saw that and immediately we were like, my
ยังอีก
เฮ้ย
I think Sarah had it. I'm pretty sure she did. I think someone bought it for her
Aw.
and like surprised her with it. Probably Goofy.
ใช่คือเราชวนกวีมากินด้วยอะ
I'm pretty positive she had it.
Oh,
Thumbnail. Damn thumbnail. I tried to move fast. Don't look. Don't look.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything. I don't see
Wait,
anything.
did it pause? Oh, okay. I did move.
Are we already on part 4?
We are. This show moves. I
I
really love a
know.
show that.
Oh my god, those chandeliers. Oh my god.
มึงกินร้านแบบนี้ทุกวันเลย
It's a Richie Rich restaurant.
ไม่ทุกวันหรอก
Yeah.
แต่กูอยากกินเมื่อไหร่กูก็ได้กิน
I did not realize that we had been recording for 40
ทำงานอา
minutes.
ยุจะ30แล้ว
Yeah.
มันไม่กล้าเดินดุมๆไปกินร้านแบบนี้เลย
30ไป
It's
แล้ว
like, what the fuck?
เปล่าน่ากินนะ
เฮ้ยมึงแดกอะไรอย่างนั้นวะนี่เดี๋ยวกูทำให้ดูนะน้อง
Little bro.
น้องมึงกับน้องกูน้องกูวิ
Long.
นี่นะ
Long Koei.
พาบนขนมปัง
What is it, bruschetta?
ต้องทำเป็นเหรอ
What is that he's putting on it?
Oh, it's a tartar.
Kawi?
I know she's like, the hell is he doing here?
What is this man doing on my street?
แพรคือเราชวนกวีมากินด้วยอะไม่ว่าอะไรใช่ปะ
ไม่ว่าดิ
See, my anxiety would be like, we have to let me know up front who's sitting at that
เมื่อ
table.
คืนอะ
Oh, when this happens to me, I go, oh, excuse me?
กินเหล้าด้วยเหรอ
โหแพรเห็นเงียบๆอย่างนี้นะเมื่อคืนอะเมา
ขนาดเจอสถานการณ์แปลกๆแบบเนี้ย
จริงปะเนี่ย
แพงใจดีกับทุกคนเลยอ่ะ
He
เรื่อง
is.
เขาอีก
วันหลังชวนบ้างนะ อยากเห็นนะ
นี่เราชอบคนไม่ผิดจริง
Aw.
ไม่ธรรมดาเนี่ยคิวแล้วอ่ะพักอีกที
กวีอะไรเรียกทำไมอ๋อว่ะ
แพรเรามีเรื่องสำคัญอยากบอกอ่ะ
เรื่องอะไรหรอ
คือจริงๆแล้วเราคือบัดดี้ของแพรเองแหละ
Oh, he did it.
แต่ว่าพอดีวันเฉลย เราติดธุระก็เลยไม่ได้ไปอ่ะ ปีแสมันก็เลยไปแทน ยังไง แพรไม่โกรธเราได้ไหม
ก็เป็นอย่างที่มันพูดแหละโทษทีนะแพร
ไม่เป็นไรหรอกไม่เห็นต้องซีเรียสเลยเรื่องแค่นี้เอง
It does feel kind of weird though. Like you can tell she's like, okay.
อ๋อใช่ ของขวัญเฉลยบัดดี้
I feel like she's gonna be like, this is too expensive and I don't.
โอ้โห
Oh.
That is too
Khóc
much
tay
for your buddy.
Mà
But
sao
oh,
bác về
she
cậu
said
ý?
thanks. Oh, all right, cool. See me, I would have been like,
ขนาด
whoa.
นี้ก็ได้นะ
I would have been like, please take this back.
ไม่
Yeah.
เป็นไรเลย
Yeah, I would have been uncomfortable.
แพรเดี๋ยวเราไปคุยโทรศัพท์กันนะ
Just got a
คุย
call.
กันไปก่อนเลย
So she does have a crush on him.
หิวปะ
On Pisang?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure yes.
ขอบคุณนะคะ กวิทำไมเราไม่ค่อยเจอกวิเลยอ่ะ ตอนเย็นๆที่หา
I'll say I do remember nothing is straightforward.
คือ
Everything is more
เรามี
complicated,
งานพิเศษ
isn't
ต้องไปทำทุกวัน
it?
เล
Which
ย
I
อะ
appreciate.
แต่ก็กะว่า
I mean, if you're gonna put it through a time loop, yeah, I feel like you kind of have
เราอยาก
to
เอาเวลาไปทำความรู้จัก
give
กับเพื่อน
take.
อะ
งั้นก็ดีเลย เพราะว่าเราอยากสนิทกับก
She
วี
is
มาก
really nice though.
She's so sweet.
I do, even though it makes it harder, I do like it when there's another love interest where it makes sense. Like, of course he would like her. She's lovely.
She is lovely.
He's like, I fixed it.
I fixed it. I'm going home now. Gonna go home to my beautiful blushing bride.
Please tell me he's waking up to his own wedding. No? Okay.
Did not indeed fix it.
แทบจะไม่มีอะไรเปลี่ยนจากเดิมเลยนี่หว่า
Why? I check my people. Look at him.
ปีแสง มึงมาทำอะไรที่นี่วะ ทำไมมึงไม่อยู่งานแต่งอะ
Oh yeah, he's drunk.
Yeah, that's an intoxicated being right there.
Right before your wedding, yo.
เฮ้ย
That is a man going through trials and tribulations. Ooh. I like the way that they did the blush. It's a little more natural than usual.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, can you imagine me watching this being like, wow, this was back in the day, being like,
Yeah.
wow.
On an episode too.
Whoa! What is happening?
Cute. Why is it so cute? Its little face.
Oh, I like that it's the similar.
Yeah.
Oh. He's changing his own future in that. Oh. Oh.
There's not very many in there either. You really gotta just go for the one. Kind of messed up.
Oh.
That one, you're done.
I mean, it looks like that claw does not literally have enough grab to get it. Like, it doesn't seem strong.
Yeah. It's a racket. Trying to think of the other one recently. It's the Boon Prim one with the tiny little vampires.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're randomly doing a claw machine. It really is a thing.
Yeah. Hey, it's cute.
It's a quick way to get us to buy something.
And I will.
Mm-hmm.
กูไปทำอะไรกับอดีตมาวะเนี่ย
I also think, though, it's a good narrative device because it's a thing that they have to put effort into doing for them.
ให้มันดีขึ้นเอง
Like, you can't just go buy a plushie. You have to go earn the plushie.
นี่กูเพิ่งวิ่งเสร็จพอดีอะเดี๋ยวไปยี่ห้องแป๊บนึงได้ปะ
ไม่ได้ ทำไมมันกลายเป็นแบบนี้ไปได้วะเนี่ย
มึงชอบกูอะ
แล้วผมจะทำยังไงต่อ มาดูตอนต่อไปกันนะครับ
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, yay! Yeah.
I don't have a similar. What? My stack of plushies sit over there. So.
What's
Stingray
that
pancake.
one? Huh?
Stingray pancake.
Oh, a steam of course. Aw, you're Dumbo. You're Elefante. My tooth is way too far away, so we're not. I'm not doing that.
That's
I
the
can
only one I
see it.
have within arm's reach. I do.
Yeah.
I have a Dongo over there. I've got a couple Pokemon, a bunch of
I'm not
Yoshis.
really a plushie person.
I have a
But I
Pidgey
want-
Snake doctor.
I wanted from My Tooth Your Love. Did you watch that? The big.
Yes.
I wanted that, and I wouldn't stop talking about it. And do you know Abby that does the translations for the Thai or the
Yes.
Taiwanese actors? She couldn't find that. She was so sweet. She couldn't find that one, but she found the little tooth and she sent me a tooth. Because I like would not shut up about that tooth. I was like intense about that.
I mean, it's
a full body tooth.
Yes. Oh my god. Ugh.
So cute. But yeah, I love this show so much. I'm
custom.
Every time we watch an episode, stuff starts coming back to me. What is that one? What is there another?
It's my custom.
Oh, that you got made for you.
Yeah, he's my Final Fantasy character. His name's T-Rock after your Sky.
That's cute.
Very cute.
I feel like this episode had a really good explanation for, we kind of needed that background on the time loop, but more importantly, setting all of those relationships on early, especially because we have no connection really to Pear yet, except for that Pear exists and that we like Pear. I like that we got more characterization of her just as a realizing she is also an awkward college student, I think was very helpful. Probably as we go through, and I will feel bad for her as we go through the next couple of episodes. But, you know.
Yeah, I like, without giving anything away, she does get to be a full character in this. And it is one of the, outside of I Told Sunset About You, it's like one of the few times that I see that happening in BL. It's very rare that we get that. So you get to feel all the feelings around her. But I like that. I like that, like I said earlier, the time loop setup. I really like the way that they approach it. I like that he has control. I don't know, that was comforting to me in some way, that like knowing when he was going to jump in and he was going to make those decisions. And also, like you said, quickly figuring out those decisions are going to affect the future in some way. And then I was like, ooh, I was excited about getting to see like how it would be affected. What's going to change. I was not expecting that kiss though. I remember being shocked.
Oh, I would be shooketh. Yeah, are you kidding? No, but I mean, at the same time, like, how do I put this? Gawain is on the game, you know? It's definitely not the same way that he is with Joss. That's one way or another.
So, and it's not like not me either. This was really, I forgot how much I really love him in this role.
Yeah. Oh, not
I really
me.
do. I loved him in Not Me, but there's something about this character, because maybe he's the lead and he gets to be his full self, like a full range of emotions. He's not just like one thing or another. I'm very curious about, I mean, I personally liked my Golden Blood. I thought he was very sweet as Tua, but I really am looking forward to this new series.
Yes.
Him in a lead role with a character that, because I was very tickled by him being the damsel in distress in My Golden Blood, but it was, like you say, Yoshi, those roles were a bit one note for them. So I would like to see him in a more rounded role. He's a very good actor, so I want to get him to see.
Yeah.
I want him to get to use that tool more.
I don't
think Joss either. I think Joss. I liked Joss in Only Friends Dream On. I thought he did a good job.
I went into that show expecting them to be the pair that I cared about the least, and they were far and away my favorite part of that series. The entire time we were watching that series, I was like, "Can we go back to Tilla and Arnold?"
I'm going. I don't care how I'm going. I am going to that gun.
Oh, I'm going too.
I know,
yeah.
and I will see you there. I was like, I am moving close. I've already set like 3 plans. I have 8 computers and 3 phones with my job. Like, I'm on it. We will be grabbing these. That and Boon Prep. You'll catch me there. But at the same time, I think Gawain is really good at doing what I would say is like background motion. I think that his acting when he is not the center stage is very important.
Yeah.
He does it really well, like across the board. That's what I really liked in Only Friends with him. And so I think it's interesting to see it start this young. Also, just because I'm literally just now watching it, Never Let Me Go, Maggie, who is June. Who's the actor on that? I think it's June. She also plays a really great like female who can be a good foil.
Oh, I don't even remember.
She's the dancing school.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's horrible. I was like, there was a girl.
But like, that's just because I literally finished that last night, or this morning, really. But you know, I think that it's really interesting to see the way that that's handled, especially when we look at. I think that Chris, in particular, in this series, seems to. I say that Perth during Never Let Me Go, you can see the sadness seeping through his pores. Like, sure, it's his character, but you can tell that he is not maybe like as fulfilled in that role. I feel like I can see that with Chris in this one, which is sad because he seems like a fun and dynamic character. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I think he does a very good job of that. I found it interesting. People were extremely challenged with this character, and I never was. And so that when I said like Laura and I like hopped on a lot because we were fighting for the people were like saying, "Oh, drop it, it's not worth it." Like people were being negative about it because they were so challenged, and I do think they were. This was his first work after many, many years, and they were taking all of the baggage of the past and projecting it onto this character instead of seeing the character for who the character was. And I have many thoughts about all that other stuff too, because I'm a strong believer of people grow and change. And if you don't make, I did so many speeches, I was really, and I put myself out. It was the first time I had to private a video because I got overwhelmed by the vitriol that I was getting for daring to say that, because it was at a time. Now everybody's chill, right? But at that time they were not at all chill. And I was just kind of like, I did my research and I was like, this dude has done probably more LGBTQ work than half the actors you ride or die for, because he like is a put my money where my mouth is type of person, right? And like his entire scene was queer, and I'm just like, maybe you got some of this stuff wrong in the early days, and some of it he was a problem, but some of it he wasn't, and he did a lot to work through that. He's still rough around the edges, though, I will say that. But I don't think that makes people horrible people. But I'm that type of person.
I think it's hard when I think sometimes when people look at analysis, they don't necessarily always look at all of the things that surround it. They just kind of look at feelings and like motion. I think it is very important as we get right now currently with our current series, but also with this one, to look at like, what is the cast? What is the idea? What is the mentality of the people around it? Also, this comes from a very different time than now when it comes to this type of feel. This was like, knowing that this is more than a year old is very transformative for it. Like
when this show came out, and I think this is, again, it was Laura and I against the world. I think this is one of the reasons for that is we weren't getting shows like this. And I didn't think, I still to this day don't think people understood. Like they were like, oh, he's in it for when people say they're in it for the money, I'm like, especially back then, having a super queer show on GMMTV, where GMMTV will ride that line sometimes, and they are more commercial. That's just who they are.
Yeah.
So when they do stuff like Not Me or this, it's outside of their typical stuff. I was like, dude, he's not going to make a ton of money off of this series. Yeah. It's just not a moneymaker series. It's too gay. It's too gay for the masses. That's not what you're witnessing right now. And that's a choice he made. He didn't have to do that, right? He didn't have to come back to the screen in a very, very gay show. So I don't know. I had a lot of feelings. Anyway, that's all water under the bridge. But but yeah, it definitely was, and it just makes me sad because not a lot of people watch it. Although it got a lot of people excited. I didn't realize how many people loved it, or people who had been holding off to see it and are watching it with us now. So thank you, everybody. We're very excited. We're very happy we were doing this. So I'm excited.
I think it's really nice though. I think sometimes people need to have those like comfort queer shows. I think I've seen, when I talked about Boys in Love, I felt like that was like
that one is big like, time. Oh. Yeah.
I think sometimes you just have to go back to a show and talk about it a little bit more. Or, oh my God, it's been a week. I'm still getting comments about the X Morning video. People are like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh, okay.
X Morning was I I keep talking about Laura today. Laura, one of the things that she said that I resonated with is she said, like, you could tell we have all of these actors and all these shows specifically at GMM or across the board in BL space, but they were seasoned actors coming in to do, and you felt the fact that they've worked together for years, and you felt the fact that they were adults, who had put in the work in acting, and we weren't kind of watching them work out their acting experience. They were working out their roles and their characters. And so it was a very different, because even if you go back to like Kim Portion stuff, some of those, although they were older, it was their first major role, So age is one thing, experience and acting is another.
And I think how do I put this? I think their separation. Ooh, hello. Their separation time allowed them to be a little bit better together. I think.
I agree.
You see it from that perspective. I think that they're able to pick up kind of like improv. Or I'm seeing it recently with A Dog and a Plane. I don't know if you guys are watching.
Yes, I love it.
I feel like the dynamic of that, I've been like, oh God, like I feel like I fully understand Tainu at this point, to the point where I can be like, oh, this is a common play that they do. We can see it in their like small intricate movements. They are comfortable. I think that's a great way to show how you can act. And so, I don't know.
I say, the people, I don't know. The pillars are pillars for a reason. I don't think people understand like the level of acting that Tainu, Afghan, and Kristen To bring to the table. Those are good actors. They're like meat and potatoes, good actors. And you really can put them in anything. There is nothing that they can't do. I think the next gens are growing into becoming that, but the level that those guys are, it's a bit of a stretch between the next and them. Yeah, it's they got work to do still.
My hot takes, I got them for days, but I would say that especially the gen right under them, there's only a very few that I would say hold that same level of like, I know what I'm walking into, and I know no matter what kind of show it is, I'll enjoy. And I think that, oh my God, anytime I watch an Afghan show, even if I'm like, oh, the premise, who?
You gotta say it.
Cow. It's cow.
Oh yes, cow. Well, he's like right there. He's kind of like in it. Earth. Oh, you know what? First cow tongue, Earth Mix.
Yep.
Name.
First cow tongue,
Boom Prim. I want Boom Prim to get. Listen. I listen. I do not dislike new, to be clear, but I think it is exciting when actors get to work with different people. So that's been it. When you're in Wabi Sabi, that's who you work with. And so I just really I am excited to see them in, although it wasn't Wabi Sabi that did the one where they had the colored hair. I did not like that.
Because Even Son was not a good show.
Yeah, Even Son. I didn't finish it. I'm sorry.
That's impressive because that shit's only 5 episodes long.
Oh my God, is it only 5? I got to 2. I was like, really out. Oh no, that's bad. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Maybe I will finish Even Son. I'm so sorry, Flip.
I think it ends much better than it starts, to give you reference. I think it ends much better than it starts. But I don't think
all right.
But it is a pandemic show. It shows that it's a pandemic show. But I'm about to curse. So are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite type of couple is homies who fuck. Okay, I say this all the time. I love to like not a top and not a very feminine or masculine, not like super hard dynamics. People who seem like normal people in everyday life that just kind of happen to find each other, right? And my God, do I think Boon Pram can do that so easily while still having dynamics? They're just so natural at it that even if I don't love a show, which I did not love that show, to be real honest with you, I can still appreciate looking at them and being like, just do your thing, just exist. Same with First Cow though. Because I love them and I like the Heart Killers, and it's not one of my favorites,
Oh, I love Heart Killers.
I
That's
love
not
their
my show.
characters. It's the framing. It's I get too critical about like the pacing of it, but the ending.
I loved Heart Killers. I'm going back to Between Us though, and I think because the ending trailed in a way that I have to forget. Regardless of, for me, the ending of Between Us was there could have been editing to get that ending to a different place faster. But outside of that, it did showcase their skills as actors. So I take that back. They did get to do that with Between Us. I'm just excited to see them work with somebody else, and to see what someone else will bring out of them. Like Junior Mark is going to go to work with someone else soon. I'm really excited to see, because those two, holy hell, those are powerhouse actors. I want to see them with some. So honestly, it's all there. I think we are. I think, as much as people like to talk online, I think we're coming into a very golden age of GMMTV. If you look at the evidence laid out right now with When Oranges Fall, Ticket to Heaven, I don't know why, Burnout Syndrome, people keep forgetting it. And I am sorry, My Romance Scammer was well done. I don't know why people keep acting like it wasn't well done.
Okay.
It makes me so mad.
I think one of the first videos that I had people get angry at me about was, I genuinely think that My Romance Scammer was the best finale we have had. And
it was so well done.
It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Everything that you need out of one finale. I needed a cute little tiny issue to wrap up. I needed every single loophole to be filled in. I needed to feel accomplished by both of these actors. I needed to understand that we've gone through all of these traumas. All of that was well handled. And then we got Junior's fucking face. And are you kidding me? I such good actors. Oh,
they keep acting like I am working on my video about how everybody keeps saying GMMTV's going downhill. I'm like, then you're not watching. What are you talking about? Love You Teacher, Burnout Syndrome, Ticket to Heaven, When Oranges Fall, My Romance Scammer. Like, that's 5 right there. Solid series, beautifully done. Clearly money was put into them, time and effort. I liked my Only Friends Dream On. I won't ride or die for it though, so that's okay. I personally thought Girl Rules was great, but that's another story. I loved Girl Rules. I didn't have a huge issue with Girl Rules.
I really liked the first half of Girl Rules.
I wouldn't have known it was a different writer till you told me.
Really?
Lisa and Ami were like, what? They had no idea. It just did not affect me. It really didn't.
Ooh, for me, it was just like everything that I saw early on that I really enjoyed, like cinematically, I was like, oh, that's all been lost. That's what I noticed more so than I did.
Okay, yes, the way it was filmed did change. It did, and I didn't notice it till you said something, but it didn't change. I thought that was purposeful. I thought it was on purpose.
Oh, it was like
on purpose. Yeah, like we were shifting story. Like it was kind of frenetic because everything was frenetic, and as we settled into the characters and the storyline, that it became steadier. That I thought that was a choice thematically, so it didn't bother me because I thought it was what they meant to do. But yeah, but story-wise, I thought it was a good story. I thought that everybody there felt real. This is my thing. A lot of these shows feel real and relatable right now. And as much as people don't say it, I think that's a problem. They want it to be messier and wilder and a lot like Only Friends Dream On. I know those people. I've hung out with those people. Girlfriends, I know those people. They're tangible people. They're not too big for the screen. And I don't have an issue with that. I like that.
I feel like if you were involved in theater as a teenager, as a young youth, you knew every one of those people from Only Friends. You knew every one of those people.
Yeah.
And you knew what was about to go down. You went, oh, yeah. Yep. They're going to make a stupid decision. That makes sense. But I also think what has been interesting to me is that, like, I think people forget that Me and T was only the end of last year. And everyone obsessed over it. Everyone thinks it was beautiful. Everyone loves it. And I think no one complains about that show. But then because we've been getting so much media at once, I think people forget how short of a time frame it's been.
Right.
They're already done filming. That is crazy. A couple of years ago, I would have begged for 1 and 2 years for a sequel.
Right.
That's absolutely wild. We are getting so much good BL from everywhere right now. That
Everywhere. That's what I'm saying. People complaining right now. I'm just like, what do you mean? We're getting like, you've got Mondays hits after hit. GMMTV, I'm sorry. Yes, they are giving us hits. I will not fall into the trap of the people that say they aren't. You know, Forever You too. Freaking knocked it out of the park. I liked every arc of that story. And it's so good. It's so good. Like,
I have the hottest of takes with that, though. I can't lie to you. I wish that they had continued on with the idea of keeping all of them together. I understand why they are separated, but like I wish that they had made them.
With that.
Like, here's the thing. I made a video on this literally this week. So I think the reason why My Oranges Fall, or When Oranges Fall, is so successful is because it allows us to build all of the characters at once, right? We get a full idea of how each dynamic can build off of each other. That is what was really good, I think, with Noor's story in particular, is being able to build off of the characters around him. These, I understand the books are different. There is no way in hell is going to end up in a situation where they're talking to everyone around them all the time. But I wish that they had included a little bit more of that back and forth to keep you still connected to those older characters, because it feels like new seasons to me, like completely
so
new seasons.
I think director New, even though he didn't direct this, I understand that, took the note. And we had a personal note watching Perfect 10 Liners. Tight 8. Director New has a hard time.
Go-to saying, tight 8, tight 8.
Director New has a hard time bringing things to a close. He has a hard time in the storytelling part of just too much, too long, not knowing where the end is. If he could just edit here, edit there, you'd hear less complaints about him. I know this wasn't him, but a lot of the positive feedback, because people overall loved Perfect 10 Liners, and they were ready to hate it because it was 24 episodes.
Yeah.
But once they realized that the pair stories were going to be contained into that tight 8, so I wouldn't say this for everybody, but I say all that, and he's doing just fine with When Oranges Fall, but he's had some learning and some editing in the way that he's doing. This is also the thing that I get on a high horse. They're taking the notes, guys. Yeah. They're taking the notes. They are adjusting and growing as creators along the way. But we were so happy when we saw that 8 episode arc, because we were like, yes, tight 8. At the time, I thought he was directing it, and I was like, tight 8, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
It was the best he had done. Perfect 10 Liners was the best he had done.
Oh, I love Perfect 10 Liners. I just think that I talked about this literally this week. If you think that it works really well when you have CPs that are already established. If you know the CP and you know their dynamic, like Forcebook or like Junior Mark at that time-ish, I think a tight 8 makes sense.
Oh, you mean in outside of the series? I see what you're saying. Okay.
I think that it does not help someone like Percy and Dev. We were very lucky that their chemistry was there early on, and they both had extensive acting experience. I think if you had put a brand new CP in there, if you put who was new? C. Keen had just signed at that time. If you had thrown C. Keen in there, I think you would have had a disaster. I think you need to have
I don't agree with that.
Really?
No, I don't agree. No.
I don't agree with that, yeah.
But I think that you the part of a lot of these college series is to build these CPs to get their fan bases, because you get those younger fans who are willing to watch the college students, and everyone kind of watches college series. Let's be so real with ourselves. We all like them. We might complain. We all like them. And so I think if you're going to introduce all of these new pairings, like When Oranges Fall, integrating them in together and having them be all new or all established, like only friends, are really the best ways to do that. Because I felt the dip very much so at the beginning of First Santa. Oh my God, yeah. I was like, oh, this needs tweaking. And then by the end of it, I really liked them, but
I didn't feel it at all. Nope.
No.
I was so happy. I felt there was a comfort in that tight 8. We were like, it really helped him as a creator, in my opinion, storytell better. And so when I found out that because Forever You Part 1, Jesus help me.
Lord help us.
Oh God.
I know that show is beloved.
And I watched it multiple times like an idiot, but the stretch of the hill tour made me want to climb a wall.
This could have been an email. This could have been an email, young man.
Here's the
That's
thing,
what that
okay?
entire couple had for me. Why is episode 10 and you all are still not together? What are we doing?
But I don't think I've ever liked a first couple of those kind of series, like ever, because it's usually when the writer like doesn't have an editor. That's like when that's first published on their own. I don't think I've ever been like the first couple is the best couple. Like definitely not.
It wasn't about that. It just it was literally. I'll say too much.
I know what you're gonna say.
Well, when we cut, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why that was the way it was, and hypothetically,
you know.
Anyway, it was a lot. It was a lot for me. And also they tricked us in the marketing. They made us believe we were getting it all why did we see all of them? And we weren't going to get all of them. It just it was progressively making me angrier and angrier each week because they were there. And I was like, well, why are you here? And it's just Hilter. I didn't sign up for
so with the I scored it a 7 out of 10. So like,
that
this is me saying.
But I've watched it multiple. This is why I'm like, I can't pretend like I don't even want to pretend I dislike director. I watch it. I've watched We Are multiple times. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I love We Are.
I'm talking about it right now.
Time.
Yeah, I have a video going out tomorrow for We Are because
is nothing happening. A lot of it, sure. Do I care? No.
I think they could have removed Mark Poon, but that's a whole other just. Figured it out.
It allowed me to get to know Poon, so I'm glad.
Yeah,
me too.
And I don't think we would have. It was an opportunity for Poon to get, because he didn't even know that he was going to have opportunities to be a pair. He came to be an MC, so he thought he was going to be a solo actor. So being able to get paired with Mark put him in a position to be even considered in that way, which gave him the opportunity for Poon, which is one of my favorite things in the world right now.
Oh my god, them this week! Oh my god,
just down horrendous for.
They keep making videos, and they did that live, and
and the way that he has been flying out multiple times to go see this man for one day, I'm like, I need you to stop. I understand that this is servicing me in particular, but like, I need you to stop.
The thing about Poon is like, if you know me, you know I am an girly. I love me some I will ride for that man to the end of the earth. It drives me crazy when people say that man can't act, that he's just wooden, that he doesn't have a personality, and I'm just like,
no.
They have typecast. They had typecast that man as stoic cop, and that's what he had to play for like 4 series. That's why I love Poon so much, because we got My Romance Scammer and they let that man have a personality. They let that man be bright. They let that man laugh. They let that man experience emotion. Because like, to say he can't act, I'm just going to point you at the scene in the car in Until We Meet Again. And
I just rewatched that.
Tell me he can't act and I'll show you how literally stupid you are. You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. He can act. He has been typecast.
I was thinking of you because I rewatched it. The Boys Love are reacting to it right now, and I'm rewatching it with them. And I'm watching, and I'm like, what were people talking about? That is the character. He is being. That is acting.
I think, but I think like because he's not so extroverted, I think.
Yes,
I love an introverted actor. They're just my favorite.
Yes.
But I think that when people see an introvert, they assume that like that is just who they are. And I'm like, no, like this man is a great actor. He has very like extensive thoughts and the way that he does his expressions and his stares. I think that they're very, very nuanced. But if people don't recognize it because they're like, oh, but he's supposed to be so quiet. Because he's quiet. Like, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen him with them? Oh my God. Him with Poon. Oh my, the
my favorite thing.
I understand I'm being scammed, but like I okay.
I also think that if you watched Until We Meet Again and you thought that his character was just stoic and wooden, you did not understand. You like inherently did not understand the character of Dean. Like like I have seen people say that the scene in the kitchen with him and Parm, where he makes Parm uncomfortable. I've heard people say that feels like it came out of nowhere, and I'm like, no, it absolutely didn't. It absolutely didn't. The whole time that Dean is interacting with Parm, he is poking with them. He likes to poke, and he likes to like be tricksy with him. He is kind of a little bit more reserved, but he is constantly kind of like poking and prodding and like being tricksy and pushing his buttons and like seeing how far he can go. And that is the evolution of that. He went too far and he got smacked back. That is the evolution of that character, and that you don't get that drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
I also felt like in that moment he was also kind of taken over by his other self as well, and lost himself. Because in that he's really integrating by that point. He's gotten so many memories. He knows the truth, even though Parm doesn't. Spoiler alert, people! You should have watched it by now. And so
2019 show. If you haven't watched it, you don't get to complain about spoilers.
He's so overwhelmed, and so because that's right around the time he's learned exactly like what their fate is too, and so he just gets lost in that moment and forgets himself. Because if he were his other self, I forgot his name, Corn would have been able to do that, within no problem.
Oh yeah.
And then it was almost like snapping him back to reality when oh my god, Parm reacts the way that he does.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we've had such a large influx of people who have started to watch in the last like 2 years, I would say. And I have this pretty consistent issue where I'll talk about an older show and I'll be like, this is what I feel about the show. And then they'll be like, well, I don't feel like these actors. And I'm like, whoa, we're not playing an actor game. We're playing show. You need to watch the show if you want to talk about the actor. Like we don't, what was it recently? I had someone who wrote this whole thing and they had never seen We Are, and they had only watched Me and T, and they were going off about how they felt the Ponpuan acted with their own chemistry, and they were like, they have like a very teasing chemistry, they have a very bro chemistry, and I was like, whoa.
Nuh-uh.
Like I need you to go and look at their other stuff, or like we'll talk about Forcebook. I'm a Forcebook defender.
I love
we're big Forcebookers over here.
Forcebook is my favorite GMM couple, full stop.
Yeah, I'm watching all of them I have it currently set for August. I'll watch all of them because it's just going to be they have so much between like Minute Museum and, they go into.
They knock it out of the park every time.
Every time. And Book is such a good I think people just are like, in the same way with Ohm, where they see him as stoic, I think people see Book as an airhead, but he's very developed.
Have you seen A Boss and a Babe?
Yes, multiple times.
I too, Yoshi, of course, on the same plane as me. To my dying day, I will say he does not get the credit for the nuance that he played that character. It is very hard what he did, and people just see that character as silly, and they are not giving it. It kind of frustrates me because I'm like, people were able to see it in Dwang with You.
Yeah.
They weren't able to see it in Skoy's Secret Crush on You, which kind of irritates me because I think there was nuance in Skoy. It was a lot more over the top, but it was still there. And I know these are not exactly the same, but the same kind of like goofy character. Like they didn't give Boss and the Babe the credit with
Cher.
Book. It frustrates me with Cher.
Oh, but I think that's actually purely due to the fact of TT and Poor looking as young as they do, even though I think that Force and Book were maybe a year or two older than TT and Poor. No, definitely Poor.
No, Force is older.
No, Boss and Babe was like 3 years ago.
That is true.
So I don't think they were that old because Poor is a year younger than me, and so
But TT's like 21, right?
Yeah, TT's young. TT's young.
Yeah, he baby.
I think if
like 23,
Force
24,
had been, I think Force seems like a much more masculine character in comparison to Poor. And so when we like see how they, if we want to go like, I think that was a lot of it too.
Huh? What'd you say now?
Force would have been. Force and Forrest and Book are the same age. They would have both been 26 when A Boston.
Yeah, they're older. Yeah. Well, how old is Poor?
Poor's 24, isn't he?
I don't know.
Okay.
Give me a second.
He looks, but like you said, regardless of his actual age, that's not what he looks like. He looks much, much younger.
23. He's 23.
Yeah, I thought he was 23. But he looks even. They both do look young.
They do,
so, yeah.
And so I think it makes that baby look, you know.
They allow the silliness because of the age. That actually makes
head to head, or
yeah.
I think that is something that people don't recognize, because I think Force can't. I think he looks his age, but I think he can look a lot older to regular audience.
The way he carries himself.
Mm-hmm. He's very, like very stout.
But he also we got to end this soon because I'm like, we'll just keep going.
We will.
We stopped talking about the show a while ago, and this is a big pile. But but I was gonna say one of the things I really loved. I told my sisters we were gonna watch it. The cooking. It was like one of the GMMTV shows.
Oh,
where they go cooking in Japan.
Yes.
And one of the reasons I think Forrest can trend older is because he is a leader. It is because, and watching him in that show helped me understand him so much, and why people kind of gravitate. Why, when you looked at the Perfect Tin Liner finale, why Perth and Santa are calling him Pa. Yeah. It's because he's
fully booked.
He's the person who why when. And this is something that I don't think people tracked. When Songkran happened, all the women at the company called him to take them to Songkran because he was safe. He was going to take care of them. He was going to make sure they had a good time. Like, he's that person that people trust and feel comfortable around because but what I found really interesting about him as a leader, he was never, even the books, it's so interesting because that's Book's problem, right? He feels like he's forceful. He's like, I don't like people telling me what to do. And like when they talk about when they butt heads, that's their issue. But when you watch him in the cooking show, he's quietly observing and ready to take over if necessary, but not positioning himself. He could have done all that stuff himself. I did not know he had worked in a kitchen as a sous chef. I did not know he had that skill under his belt. So he could have like been like, you do this, but he didn't do any of that. But he also made sure it was a place where if one of them faltered, he would pick it up. Yeah, he would take care of that. And I was like, I see you now. And this is why everybody kind of like goes to him, and like he has made himself. And I feel like there's that gap between the generations of the pillars and everybody else, and this was like before everyone really connected, and I feel like he became that person for that next lineup of people, the Santas and the that crew of people, person, all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to stop. I gotta download this thing and get it all put together. Woo! So be my favorite. So glad you joined us.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Happy Pride. Wait, I gotta put the outro in there. Whoops. Hold on. Okay. Bye. Happy Pride. I think